Right, I'm gonna go and get wood.
Fairly standard for you, really.
Yeah. Kind of like a teenage boy in that respect, rather than a 24-year-old, apparently, man.
To be fair, in most Minecraft recordings, half of my time is spent going and chopping down trees.
Yeah, it's not the most interesting thing to watch, but I'm
It
gonna try
is,
and scale a tree while I'm at it, so I'm gonna go for this one.
well, in the meantime, I'm raiding our supplies and making us some food.
Okay.
Uh, because that's so much more interesting to watch. Oh, I don't need to crouch anymore, do I? That hasn't been done since like beta. I
Um,
just
yes.
need to not jump on them. Because it used to be like, because I've been playing since alpha.
Hmm.
I still sometimes have old Minecraft notions, and it used to be if you walked on till dirt, then like it had a chance of becoming um, returning to soil.
Yeah.
But so you used to have to crouch to so that you didn't damage your farms.
All right.
That's not the case anymore. Oh, that's like really old.
Currently, my character is at the top of a vine, jumping up and down rather quickly. He looks pretty hyper. In a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of worrying. There we go.
You
Right.
are often kind of worrying.
Yeah, usually.
You cause many people great concern.
Yeah, but that's just kind of how I work. Right. Because I'm lazy and can't be asked to go down the tree.
Really? Are you just gonna keep that?
I'm not.
Okay, yeah, that village spawning really hasn't got that much better since I last played. Floating pole.
There's a floating pole.
Yeah, yeah. This village appears to have spawned on some kind of lake,
Right.
and you know they have them like lamp, kind of like the black wool block with some torches
Hmm.
on fence posts. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just floating in midair above some
Okay.
water.
Random.
Yeah. The OCD part of me that hates floating trees just wants to put one more fence post at the bottom.
Well, I should have some wood soon. I can give you enough to make a fence post if you really need to.
I think I need about 2 or 3.
Mm. Well, I'm taking down a gigantic tree, which I've climbed to the top of quite, like, haphazardly. Um,
Actually, part of me just wants to fill in this water and just go get a load of sand and just fill in the water that shouldn't be there because it's
well,
just ridiculous.
well, you could just do that.
I could just do that.
That would be possibly quicker.
Don't have a spade. That would make things a little bit quicker.
You know, if... Okay, can you see which tree I'm in?
Nope.
Now, well, can you see the tree that's not quite all there? It's right on the edge,
Oh yeah, I think so.
right? If you go to the bottom of that, I'll throw you some wood down.
Nah, it's alright, I'll just punch it. Because if I remember rightly, wooden spades really aren't that much quicker.
No.
It's not till you get to about iron that they start being noticeably quicker.
How many jokes have been made about, like, punching wood and punching sand and punching rocks and things? Like, when you initially start and you're just punching, like, dirt with your hand, and then you sort of... Well, to be fair, most people who first start playing Minecraft usually quite, well, childish when they first start and just basically start by digging out some soil, making a soil penis, laughing for a little while, and then dying because a creeper goes off.
Really? That was your first experience with Minecraft?
Actually, no, I found a flower and thought it was absolutely fantastic that I could pick it up, so I decided to pick up said flower and kind of run around for a bit until I started getting killed by things.
And you wonder why people question your sexuality?
Yeah, yeah, I kind of understand it at times.
I was fascinated by a flower.
It was a pretty flower.
You're not doing anything to defend your case.
No, no, I never really do. But I have a lot of wood.
Hello, testificate. You know, I'd never heard that term before. I think Watson used it in one of our recordings.
Oh, a testificate.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd never called them that. I'd always called them villagers.
yeah, I used to call them villagers as well until I found out it was testificate, which, to be fair, still sounds weird to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they actually are. You know.
Oh, pretty kitty.
So if I vaguely remember rightly, the only reason people call them that is that's because what their skin file name is called, or their mob file name.
You mean like how Steve just basically got the name randomly? He was never meant to be, like, a he.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, was he named by fans, or was it like the skin's name?
I think he was possibly named by the original artist who made him. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more sand.
Wouldn't the original artist have been Notch?
No, he wasn't actually. He had another dude. Can't remember the name off the top of my head, but the original dude made. I can't remember if the 2D version came first or the 3D version, but there was a 3D girl called Ranma, I think, that was based on another game that artist happened to be working on. He just put the thing into Minecraft, and there was a 3D Steve, and there was a 3D Black Steve.
A Black Steve.
Yeah, but the only 2D one I think was the one that became the player model.
Yeah.
Well,
And a note to anyone who may be watching this: feel free to do a Wikipedia search and call out Tort on any of his bullshit.
My memory is not perfect, but
Yeah.
I did spend a lot of time on Minepedia.
Yeah. I can see the outline of what looks like a really big kind of mountainy thing in the distance. Boof. And
My knowledge isn't always bullshit. I quite often do look shit up.
I'm not denying that you look stuff up. Ooh, jungle sapling. Very tempted to put down like 4 of them right outside the house. Or on top of the house. That could be interesting. Have a tree on the house. I could have a garden on the roof. Yeah, I think I get what you mean about the people questioning my sexuality thing.